Well, Sam, obviously no real big surprises while you're down here. Shots can make every highlight on every wheel for the next while. If you could just take us back, kind of take us through club selection, and then just, I know you said that you haven't even really seen it yet, so just kind of take us through from your mind.
Yeah, I kind of saw it a little bit for the first time, but yeah, walking through the tunnel, it was just, I made a birdie on 15, and just kind of been a trying day and not great. And Chris Kirk just made eagle, so he teed off first, and he hit a really good shot in the middle of the green, so I kind of got a little bit of feel off of what it was playing. And it was just one of those things. I was talking to B, my caddy, and it just ended up being a perfect 54-degree wedge. The club, everything always plays a little shorter in there, adrenaline or whatever it is. It's just, it always plays shorter, and I just told him, I was like, it's just got to be that, doesn't it? He's like, that's all I ever thought. And we just talked through it a little bit, and I was looking kind of just out to the right and wanted to kind of come down around his ball, and I, just maybe it was an accidental 1-yard pull or something, but it was, didn't look like it was moving too fast on the camera when I saw it, but it just was, in the air, it just looked perfect. And Brian Harmon, we were signing our scorecard, he was like, yeah, it was in the whole way. It just, one of those that just kind of looked like it wasn't a mistake. It just kind of happened. It was going in like right when it left the club. So yeah, still kind of coming down off the adrenaline, but yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I know these guys want to ask a couple questions, but one you're just still kind of learning about the customer with WM, with the $1 million randomly selected. How cool is that to know that in addition to everything else, somebody in Humboldt, Texas is picking up a cool $1 million?
Yeah, it's amazing, little contest that they do, and the fact that me kind of going out there and doing my job and trying to do something that I love and kind of hit just a perfect shot, and then to have someone else kind of be the recipient and benefit from that too, just is like, makes it all the more sweeter.
When was the last time you had an ace in competition? And if you had to pick any par 3 on tour, is that the par 3 you would pick to have one?
The last ace I had in competition was, I think I was playing on the Hooters Tour in a Winter Series event. I've never had one on the, any PGA sanctioned events at all. That was in, man, that must have been like 2014 or so, like an 8-iron, but doesn't really compare to this one. I don't know how I could pick a hole over this one. I don't think there's any hole that has the electricity that this one has. I think of 17 at the Players. Anything 17 at the Players is pretty special atmosphere too. But there's nothing really compares to the energy that's in here. It's like you just got to embrace it, and they either love you or they hate you, and you either get the cheers, and it's like they're, you get a boo for Brian Harmon, or Chris Kirk gets a boo when he makes just a really solid 3, everything he's trying to do. I've been feast or famine on that hole. I've made a handful of birdies, made a couple bogeys, and I think, this week it's, they raise a lot of money, and they bring a lot of spectators in, and they bring attention to our game, and that's really what it's all about. So, yeah, this has got to be the one. The long answer for the question.
The Hooters Tour event was in Florida, I take it?
It was in Florida. It was like a Winter Series event. It was just like, I'm trying to think, it was at, I can't even remember the name of the course. My dad's the kind of guy, he remembers, all the shots he ever hit and everything like that. I was looking at my scorecard, just trying to figure out which holes I made bogey on or birdie or whatever. But that's a hole I will definitely not forget.
And how long did it take for Brian and Chris to hit their birdie putts?
I don't know how long. They could probably say, my mom and my dad were both right there, which made it pretty cool how they could come into the tunnel too. It felt like a long time. It must have been at least 10, 15 minutes or so, because Horschel and Bubba, they were playing behind us, and they played the par 5, and we're kind of waiting on the tee, and they weren't done yet. But it was honestly amazing how quickly they were able to get everything up. There was debris everywhere, and it was such a fun, exciting thing, and I didn't want any kind of negativity to kind of overshadow something that was really so much fun and happy and everything. But the crew did such a good job. The grounds crew, the Thunderbirds were out there picking up. I mean, how quickly they got it all cleaned up was pretty incredible. So, you know, hats off to them for being able to do that. And hopefully it didn't create too much of a log jam with the pace of play. But all in all, I think it was a pretty positive thing.
I would say so.
I saw you looking down at your ball after you picked it out of the hole. What are you going to do with it?
So I was thinking about it because I had a ball that I was going to give to, I was going to give a ball to my dad or my mom. I made a double eagle at New Orleans, and I lost the ball. It had I forget what it was, but anyways, that ball I was like, because yesterday I made birdie and I threw my ball right up to the crowd right away, and that one I was not going to throw up to the crowd. I think of like some of the football players and stuff. They catch their first, their first touchdown in the NFL, and they try and make sure they save their ball. That was one of those where I was like, and then my caddy was like, all right, he cleaned it, and he was kind of giving it back to me. I'm like, let's just put that one away. And we kind of put it in a different pocket, but there was a couple other balls in there. I was like, whoa. So we got the right one, and we put it in a different pocket. So I don't know, I'll probably give it to, my parents, and, they have some of my little trophies and stuff that I have. So it probably mean more to them than it would to me, but give it to them.
How will you celebrate?
Well, I'm going to have to try and figure out what happened on the other, 17 holes today, because, I did have some good holes, but I'm going to, probably just hang out, get dinner with my parents. I have some friends and family in town. I don't know if I'll be making it to the Kygo concert or anything tonight, but I'm in a position where, what was going through my mind was I was happy that, it brought me back to even par for the day when I was really felt like I got off to a bad start, and so I'm focused on, I'm going to enjoy it. I want to make sure I take care of, the media center and the maintenance and stuff like that, buy some drinks so that everyone can enjoy that, and they can send me the bill for that, and but I'm probably just going to try and rest up and have a good day tomorrow. Probably not the answer that you're looking for, but I'll probably have a beverage, but try and get ready for tomorrow, and hopefully have a good day and finish the tournament strong.
Okay, beautiful. All right, congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Sherry, you got to help me too.